Hey everyone, I'm excited to be with you here today. Let me know if you can see me. Oh, look, now it's going through. Okay, great. There's always a delay between me pressing some things, but I think it's working now, so this is exciting. Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I'm super excited to be with you today. We've got Jackie in Florida, so glad you could join. Nadine in Aloha. And yes, okay, good. You can see me. Mary in Arkansas. Oh, this is going to be such a great time. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll just wait a couple moments to see if more people give people a chance to join us. All right, and Jackie, good, good. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and get started. In today's live video, we are going to be talking about making natural DIY products using eco-friendly and safe ingredients. And I'm super excited to do this with you. Plus, you'll walk away with a free cheat sheet with tons of recipes and a little dive into different natural ingredients. And if you would like to subscribe to our recipe box, I'll give you a fun offer. We've got Sherry in Iowa and Washington State. Hey, Ola, and oh, yeah, Sin in Texas. Kentra in Virginia. Oh, this is so great. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so I've got some slides that I'll pull up, and it looks like you should still be able to hear me. Okay, but let me know if something happens with my stream. So today we're going to talk about natural cleaning basics. We'll give you some live demonstrations of making some recipes, and I'll also talk about how to get started with our recipe box and also a DIY kit that is launching on the 15th. So I think that's Tuesday. And here we go. I got him there. Now you can see me. Okay. So first off, I want to share why I started making my own cleaners and natural products. It started out with my stinky feet, and my husband and I were like, there's got to be a solution. I shouldn't have to feel embarrassed going to somewhere, taking off my shoes at someone's house, and it just being stinky. So we came up with a foot spray that works super well, and the main ingredient in those was essential oils, and that turned us on to using natural ingredients, and we turned it into a business, which you can see here with Simply Earth. And one of the great things about making your own products with natural ingredients is it's safer with your family. You know, fast forward 10 years from that first foot spray. We have 4 kids, and I think about their little bare feet walking around our house, and just want to keep them as healthy as possible. It's also better for the environment, and you can save money long term. Often, when you're buying the ingredients at first, it's a little bit of an investment, but then you use them over time, and then so it saves you money. So first off, we're going to talk a little bit about some really great natural ingredients. Some of these you will already have in your home, and I'll be featuring these in today's recipes that we're going to make. So the first one is baking soda. And that one actually isn't featured in a recipe, but I wanted to share it because you probably have it at your home. It's a great natural deodorizer. I have little jars of baking soda in each of my bathrooms, and I just add essential oils to that, give it a little stir to refresh our bathrooms. You can also make a great carpet cleaner with it. I've been meaning to do this in my little kid's room where we're changing diapers. You can mix essential oils with your baking soda, sprinkle it over the carpet, let it sit for a while, and then vacuum it up, and it just refreshes your space in a way you wouldn't believe. I love doing that with our essential oil home body blend. It's one of my favorites. It's made with super safe essential oils. So I feel great about using that in my toddler's room and just making that, refreshing that room because it gets stinky in there. Another favorite DIY cleaning ingredient of mine is Castile soap. And Castile soap is naturally derived and it's a great cleaner. Use it all the time on dishes, I make foaming hand soap with it, so I'll put it in a foaming hand soap dispenser and add some essential oils and a little bit of water to thin out the soap a little bit. And you make your own foaming hand soap. I also have a new surface cleaner recipe that isn't live yet, but I'll be sharing it, that I've really been loving, that uses Castile soap. And it's also featured in this month's recipe box where you can make a stain remover with it. It's really like a cleaning hero. You can use it so many different ways. Next up, cleaning tabs. And we will be making this recipe today. In your recipe box, if you're a subscriber or if you're interested in subscribing, you will get one of our cleaning tabs, which is a super easy way to make your own surface cleaners using safe ingredients. And I'll talk more about that when I make the recipe. Another really fun ingredient that we'll be working with today is soap nuts. And these are really berries. Sometimes people ask me, I have a nut allergy, can I use these? Use caution, but these are berries. They're not actually nuts. And they're really fun to work with. I've actually even made a shampoo bar with them before, but it really dried out my hair. So it needs some work. But these berries contain some natural saponins. It's basically natural soap. So we're going to be using it in a recipe today to make our own liquid laundry detergent. Like this. You can also use the soap nuts right into your washing machine. So we have soap nuts available on our website in this larger size, and it comes with this little bag, because what you can do is you can put some inside here. You'll want like 5 to 10 in there. Tie it, put it in your laundry machine, your washing machine, and run it, and it'll clean your clothes. Isn't that so cool? So this is like the most natural way to do your laundry possible. But with our recipe today, we're going to boost those properties and add some more cleaning ingredients to it. There's all kinds of fun ways that you can use these. And when you put them in here, they last up to 5 washes. What you'll want to look for is after you use them a couple times, take a look at the berries. If they are pale in color, that means the saponins have been released through the washing process and it's time to put some new ones in. Okay, another favorite ingredient that I love for cleaning is our natural solubilizer. And natural solubilizers, I've got it right here, is a cool ingredient. It's also known as caprylyl glucoside. So if you're someone who loves natural recipes, you may have seen it listed as that in other places. And it is it's not only a solubilizer, but it's also a surfactant. So first off, what is a solubilizer? Essential oils and water don't mix. The essential oils will float on top. Solubilizers allows you to dilute essential oils into water. A natural solubilizer is a naturally derived version of that. Another example of a solubilizer that if you've DIY'd before that you might be familiar with is polysorbate. But this is a natural This is a product that does this naturally. Another reason I love this ingredient is that it's a surfactant. So surfactants, like Castile soap, is another example of a surfactant, are molecules that have part of them that love water and another part of them that loves oils. So what will happen is it'll find a little piece of oil on your clothes or in your skin, and it'll form something around it called a missile, like micellar water. If you use that to clean your face, that will get rinsed away really easily. They're super cool. I've been learning a lot about them with our new surfactants that we've gotten. And yeah, it's a really cool science behind that. My background is I used to teach science, so it's fun to get into that. And next up, some more great ingredients for cleaning is, of course, essential oils. And there's all kind of essential oils that are great at cleaning. If you guys want to share in the comments your favorite essential oil for cleaning, I would love to hear. So the oils listed there are actually featured in our recipe box, which is where one of the recipes I'm going to make comes from. And those oils include tangerine, which is a great natural degreaser. It also has a really bright, uplifting smell. So it's one of my favorite oils to use when I just need a mood boost. I'll often diffuse it when I'm playing with my kids to boost creativity. It's a great oil to brighten your day. Clean and Fresh blend is a blend of essential oils custom to Simply Earth, and it has a very clean and fresh smell. It is aptly named. And we'll be using that to make our surface cleaner. But this would be another great oil to use in really any cleaning recipe. But I mentioned mixing it with baking soda, sprinkling it over carpets, and then vacuuming it up. This would be an amazing blend to do that with. So if you've got some baking soda at home, I highly recommend trying that. Next up is lemon eucalyptus, and this is a really good cleaning oil. It's really going to make it smells kind of lemony, but it's not as sweet as lemon. And it's a really popular one to use in like floor cleaners and furniture polish because it's got that kind of aroma to it. And it's a great cleaner. And lastly, actually, I'll share 2 more oils after this. But another great oil that's like the queen of cleaning, or king, is tea tree essential oil. It smells clean, and it's really got a lot of good properties that allow its natural constituents. So the natural chemicals that create tea tree are really great cleaners. And lastly, another staple that you probably have in your house is vinegar. And vinegar is a great surface cleaner. It kills a lot of germs. It does make your house smell like vinegar. So I have some people I know like to use vinegar, add some essential oils, and then they just use that as a surface cleaner. We've also cleaned our floors with it, doing it that way, like mopped our floors using vinegar plus an essential oil. That works really well. You can also use it as a fabric softener. It's a natural fabric softener. So when you add your laundry detergent to your washing machine, you can put some vinegar into your fabric softener slot, or just right in there, however you want to do that. And it will help naturally soften your clothes. It's pretty cool. Another way to use vinegar is people will put a cup full of it. If you have hard water and you have a dishwasher, a great way to get rid of those fog lines naturally is by putting in your dishwasher, put a cup in this way, and add some vinegar to it, and that can help make your glass clear. Depends a little bit on the hardness of your water, but that's a natural way to do it well. All right, so let me see. Let me check your comments. So I asked favorite essential oils for cleaning. Jackie says clean and fresh. Nice. Oh, I said I was going to share 2 more essential oils, and I want to do that. Let me grab them. 2 essential oils that are also great for cleaning our grapefruit essential oil, and like tangerine, when you smell this, it's just like, it like sparks joy. And it's also a good cleaner. So I like adding it to cleaning recipes for its cleaning benefits and its aroma. And another good one is cypress essential oil. That's a good cleaner as well. And it's got that pine smell. And we're going to use this combination of essential oils in our laundry detergent. And it smells super clean. That's how I would describe that scent. Clean personified or essential oilified. All right, so let me see your comments. Sin says she's glad we're doing these workshops. Yay. I'm so glad you're here. Kentra mentions she loves using the cleaning tabs. Ooh. She's been cleaning freezers, refrigerator, stove, washer, dryer, getting that spring cleaning done. Good work. And other surfaces. And that stuff has cleaned what other cleaners can't. And it smells awesome with essential oils. I'm so glad you are loving it. Nate and Jackie, I brought up I made a shampoo bar with these. You could bring in that moisture back in, and I mentioned that the shampoo bar was really dry to my hair. A conditioner would help bring moisture back, but it was a lot. It didn't quite get me there. Nadine is asking how big of a load for this liquid laundry detergent. I've been using it for some pretty big loads because we have 4 kids. So for a small load, I would recommend using 2 tablespoons. And for a larger load, I'd recommend using 4 tablespoons. And that's the same thing as a 1/4 cup. Oh, and Jackie's asking, how about a recipe for cleaning upholstery? I like that. We've got a lot of fabric sprays. We don't have a recipe specifically for cleaning upholstery. If it's like a fabric upholstery, a good way to refresh it would be using baking soda and essential oil and then vacuuming it up. And we've got lots of fabric spray recipes. You can just use some perfumer's alcohol and add your favorite scent of essential oil. Cypress and grapefruit are going to make it smell super clean. Or clean and fresh or homebody. Those are all, can't go wrong. You can pretty much use whatever essential oil you want in a cleaning recipe. Oh, one I didn't mention is our Defender blend, and that is a favorite. It's got clove in it, and so it's got that spicy smell, and it's a really good deep cleaner. All right, so let's start making. So first off, this is a recipe I'm going to be making. It is featured in our recipe box. So I'm going to go full screen here. And I'm going to hopefully make it so you can see my table. I accidentally pressed live. I meant to set this up before, but I didn't dare move my screen before I did that. So here we go. This worked out. That was easy. Okay, so except my cord is in my way. This recipe is going to come from our Simply Earth recipe box, which if you love a DIY adventure, this is the subscription for you. Each month comes with 6 recipes, 4 essential oils, so tea tree, tangerine, lemon eucalyptus, and clean and fresh. You also get a laundry detergent sheet. So this is like an eco-friendly way to do your laundry. If you love things to be very natural, you're going to love this recipe that we're going to make. If you're more like easy, eco-friendly, these laundry detergent sheets are great. You also get some Castile soap and a Simply Earth multi-purpose cleaning tablet. And a Ruthie Lou dishwasher sheet. And Ruthie Lou is a sister brand of Simply Earth. And we're actually going to be rebranding our multi-purpose cleaning tablet and our laundry detergent sheet under Ruthie Lou. And these will be available on our website. And Ruthie Lou is my daughter's name. So I think they posted today a very sweet picture of her when she was a little bit younger, and she went like this with some finger paint, and it's just so cute. So this is a sister brand of Simply Earth. It'll be available on our website. It's also, Ruthie Lou's also has its own website where there's 30% off right now. So if you loved the dishwasher sheet or would like to stock up on these, you can get them on sale on their website right now. You'll also be able to get them at Simply Earth. And if you are a Recipe Box subscriber, you get 10% off whenever you add something to your box. So 10% off the item you add to your box and free shipping on that item. So we're excited about this. And I love the name, my sweet little Ruthie Lou. So the recipes we make with this box are a clean and fresh multi-purpose spray, which we are going to make again here. A mood refresh roll-on. Every recipe box has a roll-on and diffuser blend, plus 4 other recipes that fit with the monthly theme. So this month is cleaning. So we've got a dishwasher detergent sheet, spring clean diffuser blend, bye-bye stain remover, which uses Castile soap, and the laundry sheet has a recipe called Lemon Lift. And we're going to be making this cleaning tablet recipe that's super easy and works really well, like one of you commented. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is add the essential oil, and if you want, you can add some isopropyl alcohol. That's going to help preserve your recipe, and it will also help the essential oil mix in a little bit better with your final products. You will get some essential oils floating on the top over time, and you can shake them back in to incorporate them. But they do mix in pretty well with the whole product. So here's my isopropyl alcohol. And this spray bottle is from Simply Earth. Glass, which is nice with essential oils because essential oils break down plastic over time. And it's also got this nice little sleeve on it. And here's my tablet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to first add the essential oil and isopropyl alcohol to my spray bottle. And the isopropyl alcohol is optional. This will still be a really great cleaner without it. 18, 19, 20. $50. Okay, so you need 50 drops of clean and fresh essential oil blend. You can add more. You can even add up to the whole bottle if you wanted. That would still be safe in the 16-ounce container size. And that's going to really create a strong aroma when you clean. We use 50 drops in this recipe, but if you'd like a stronger aroma, feel free to up that up to 300 drops. That's the 50 drops is a 0.5% dilution rate, which is quite low, but still effective. Going up to a whole bottle would make that only a 3% dilution rate, so still super safe. So if you'd like this to smell a little bit stronger, go ahead and add more. Now I'm going to add the isopropyl alcohol. The higher percent of isopropyl alcohol you have, the better. So this one is 95%, which isn't always at stores. It is online. But whatever you have on hand will work. So I'm going to swirl that together. I'll add my cleaning tablets. And if you've been with us for a long time, our cleaning tablet used to be a different shape and it wouldn't fit into our containers. But looky here, boop, pretty great. And then you're going to fill it the rest of the way with water. And distilled water is going to allow your product to last longer. So we do have distilled water listed here, but you can use tap water for this recipe. Your product just won't last as long. And if you have distilled water, use that. If you don't and you want to make this recipe without it, you can. if you're making a product for your skin, I highly recommend using distilled water because your tap water has stuff in it that you wouldn't want in your lotion. In a cleaning recipe, that's slightly less important because it's not going directly on you. You're using it to clean. Distilled water is better. But if you just want to use tap water or boiled water or filtered water, you can do that. So you're just going to fill it up with water. Like so. It turns white because of the alcohol and it's solubilizing in there. And now the tab is slowly fizzing away beneath here. I'm seeing if I can get this off to show you, but you might not be able to see it very well anyway. So I'm just gonna quick see if I can take the sleeve off. There we go. Nope, you can't see it anyway, but the tab is gonna slowly dissolve and this will get a little bit clearer as over time. In about 24 hours it'll become quite clear, but the tablet will dissolve before then. So the tablet will dissolve. Give it a few minutes to do that and then it's ready to be used. So you can make your own. I just suction cupped this to my table. The power of air pressure. Okay. There we go. And boom, you have a super effective cleaner. It works great. I accidentally spilled mica powder all over this white table, and this is just like, I don't know, it's a little bit porous. It's like a cheap counter thing. And this did such a good job cleaning it up. Mica powder can be tricky to clean up. When I spilled it, I was like, ugh. But this made it was like, oh, that was easy button. So that was a fun little thing that happened with this recipe just yesterday. Or was it today? I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. Okay. So there, we just made a multi-purpose, super effective multi-purpose cleaner. And now let's make our liquid laundry detergent. And to do that, we're going to be using Simply Earth's new Soap Nut Liquid Laundry Detergent. And this isn't out yet. You guys are getting a beautiful reveal here. It's going to go live on April 15. And it is a very natural and safe way to do your laundry. And let's talk about what you get and then let's make the recipe. So first off, you get some soap nuts that you'll use for your recipe. You'll also get GeoGuard preservative to help preserve your product. I forgot to mention, you can extend the shelf life of this by adding preservative to it as well. The isopropyl alcohol is going to help with that. Plus, it's got a lot of cleaning ingredients in it that are already good at preventing mold and bacteria. So it's got a decent shelf life without adding a preservative. But you can extend it by adding a preservative like GeoGuard ECT, which is a naturally derived preservative. And it's broad spectrum and it's very easy to use. So that's why we use it at Simply Earth. And you'll also get one of my favorite cleaning ingredients, natural solubilizer. And you get two 16-ounce bottles. And in this cute little box, you'll get your labels, recipe card, and two essential oils, cypress and grapefruit. So let's put those ingredients together and make something wonderful. All right, so the first thing, oh, I need my recipe card. But the first thing you'll do, I've already done the first step so that you didn't have to watch me over the stove. But I did share a video of that on my page, Aromatherapy Katie, if you want to see that. Okay. And what you'll do is you'll take your soap nuts, you'll put them in a pan with water, and you're going to cook them. You're going to extract the saponins from the soap nuts, and then you'll take the soap nuts out, and you'll be left with a liquid like this, which you will then want to cool. As you're cooking the soap nuts, you're going to lose quite a bit of water. You can refresh that water once you remove the soap nuts. You can refresh this water by just filling it up back to the 32 fluid ounces. All right, so this recipe is super easy to make. You cook these, that's going to take about an hour. What you're going to look for is, this is an uncooked soap nut. Once you cook it, this is going to turn a pale brown color. You're basically like making a tea. A soap nut tea, but don't drink it. And so this is what it looks like to start with. At the end, it's going to be very pale in color, almost like the color of this bowl. So it'll go something from this, something more similar to this. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. Oh, one tip while you're cooking this, keep an eye on it, like stay in the kitchen area because it can bubble up. So you'll want to keep an eye on it. You won't want to just, I'm going to let this simmer and I'm going to leave. Nope, stay nearby because it can bubble up. So if that happens, just take it off the heat a little bit and then reduce it. I did not have that problem though when I just made it, but it can happen. So now I've got this separate little bowl where I am going to add the essential oils and slowly add in the natural solubilizer. Doing it this way helps the natural solubilizer and essential oil combine. So we're going to be adding 100 drops of cypress, which is the same thing as 1 teaspoon. So if you don't want to sit here doing this, you can measure that out. With a measuring spoon, and I've also got this handy fun tool that you can use to pop this off if you want, like so. Makes it easier because otherwise I don't have nails, so it makes it a lot easier to grip this essential oil bottle. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's got a side for roll-on bottles and essential oil bottles. The essential oil bottle one is slightly bigger. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cypress essential oil, which has that clean pine smell. It's a really great deodorizer, which is one of the reasons we put it in this recipe. Oh, I forgot to mention that you might be surprised at how this smells. It smells kind of like apple cider vinegar. Your clothes won't smell like that though. All right, so 1 drop of cypress, and then 2 drops, 200 drops of grapefruit. And this is going to create a super clean smell. One teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. And great, essential oils have natural pigments in them, and so you can see it turned to orangish yellowish because of the grapefruit color. And it smells so fresh and clean. I just feel more alert and more awake because of the smell right here, right now. And then we're going to add natural solubilizer. And you're going to add this whole bottle. And you're going to slowly stir as you do that to incorporate the natural solubilizer into the essential oil mixture. And I forgot my long spoon, so let's see. Do I want to do it this way? Yep, that's how I want to do it. Actually, I'm going to swirl it. That'll work fine. Okay, so I'm going to slowly pour this in while swirling. And that's going to allow the natural solubilizer and essential oil to get blended in together. So this natural solubilizer is going to allow the essential oils to blend into our laundry detergent. It's also going to help clean your clothes. So you should end up with one homogeneous looking mixture. The essential oils and natural solubilizers, you shouldn't see the essential oils in like a little puddle. It should get mixed into the solubilizer. And then we're going to add our preservative. So we're going to use GeoGuard ECT because it's super easy to work with. And when you use this, it's best to wear gloves. I forgot mine, so I'm just going to be careful and make sure to hold just the top of the stopper. And you'll want to be in a well-ventilated space. Preservatives, by their nature, have to be strong ingredients. So it's good to use those precautions as you do this. So you're going to add a half tablespoon or 147 drops. If you have a scale at home and want to measure this more precisely, which is always a good idea with a preservative, you would want to weigh out your entire mixture, multiply that weight by 0.06, and then add that amount of preservative. Most people I know, or a lot of people I should say, not most people, don't have a scale at home that can handle measuring things in small amounts like this. So we've given you the volume, the very close volume metric to measure it, but if you have a scale at home, that would be a better way to do it. So we're going to mix that in. And now we're just going to combine these two together. Once in a while I get asked about making something without a preservative. This recipe, you could pour it into an ice cube tray and freeze it and then pull out your little cubes of cleaner when you want to use them. So that's another way you can do this. Okay, so we're going to combine these now together. So first we're going to do that by adding a small amount of this into this. That's just going to allow our whole mixture to mix together more evenly. All right, so I'm going to swirl this together because I don't have my spoon. And then we're going to pour this, once it looks kind of like a homogeneous mixture, into this and stir. Another great thing about this recipe is that cleanup is super easy because you're basically working with soap ingredients. So we're going to stir that. Want it to be really nice and incorporated. And then you'll pour it into your 2 bottles and label it, and you've just made your own laundry detergent. So my bottles are down here. And we'll pour it in. I'm a little nervous I'm going to spill it. I would do this over a sink normally, because this is like a little too big for me to grip. Okay, here we go. And you might have an HE washing machine at home. That's a high efficient washing machine. And there's only certain kinds of laundry detergents that can be used in that. That's what I have. And this works great in it. But a note on that is if you have an HE washing machine that's under warranty, you'll want to double check that, because if you use a homemade laundry detergent in it, it might void that. So just a quick tip there. Basically, HE washing machines can't handle products that create tons of bubbles. Oops. And boom. And you can add a little bit more water here. I don't think but when you cook it, you lose some water. And I don't think I brought it back up to the exact amount. But you could add more water to this to fill it up and give it a swirl to incorporate that into the mixture. And then you're done. Just made our own laundry detergent. And when you make this recipe, at first I mentioned that these cooking has like an apple cider vinegar smell. This no longer smells like that. Now that I've added those essential oils, it smells fresh and clean. And when you wash them, essential oils evaporate when there's a lot of heat. And so if you're washing your clothes on a hot setting or drying them on a hot setting, the essential oils are going to evaporate and you won't smell them on your clothes. So that's something to consider with this recipe, that you'll want to use it with colder temperatures, or if you want to use a hotter cycle, you can make a room or a fabric spray super easily by taking some perfumer's alcohol and adding a spray nozzle right to that bottle and adding this combination of essential oils to it to make it have that beautiful fresh smell. So there you have it, a super clean, friendly version of liquid laundry detergent. And we also made this great surface cleaner. A lot natural recipes are one of the things that surprises people about them is how fast they are to make. When I think about making my own lotion or whatever, you might think about comparing it to, like, I don't know, making a cake or something that takes quite a while to bake and do all the steps, but you can make your own natural ingredients really quickly, faster than it takes to go to the store. All right, so let me pull my slides back up. So there's the multi-purpose cleaning spray we made. And here's a look at the ingredients. Whoop, this side. Ingredients that we use to make our soap nut laundry soap. And this is we've had a similar recipe to this in the past, and it was received super positively. Customers loved it. And so I think you will too. This is an updated version with the natural solubilizer, which boosts cleaning and creates an overall better product. So here's some other examples of cleaning recipes you can make. And all these recipes you can find on our blog. We've got toilet bomb recipes that you can make that fizz. We also have, here, let me grab it. these cleaning bombs, which are super fun, and these will be rebranded to Ruthie Lou as well, but they're like this right now. And let me show you because these are super fun. So I've got some water here, and I'm going to add a cleaning balm to it. These are great if you can throw one in your toilet to wash up. It's really great for cleaning your dish disposal. And so this is going to fizz up and react, and is a great cleaner made with safe natural ingredients. I just think that's fun. So you can DIY it with citric acid and baking soda in the recipe that's shown there, or you can grab a finished cleaning balm on our website. You can also make scrub powder using baking soda. That's another way of using baking soda that I didn't mention earlier. Glass cleaner. This recipe works well on glass. You can also just use vinegar to clean glass, along with a citrus oil, because citrus oils are really great at breaking up grime and degreasing. So add a citrus oil plus vinegar is going to be a great window cleaner. And also a laundry stain remover, and that recipe is featured in this month's recipe box and super easy to make. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'm gonna check out your questions and answer, or I'll have some Q&A time after this. But I want to make sure you know that beneath this video in the links, you can get a free, beautiful guide that gives you all kinds of recipes and gives you more ingredient ideas and things you can make with natural, safe cleaning products. And if you are interested in becoming a subscriber to our recipe box, go on a DIY adventure every month. You can get a free flour diffuser. Just use code TXTFlower at checkout, and we'll put one of those in your box. And it's a great, I have one of these next to my desk, and we also we'll put these in our bathroom. Right now we've got baking soda in there, like I mentioned, but it's a great diffuser for small spaces like a bathroom, and you just add a few drops of essential oil and can totally refresh your space. So you can join the Simply Earth family today by checking out this DIY kit that we have and our recipe box. Our recipe box comes with a community of makers, like-minded makers, and it's just a really great group. And free hero course, free shipping, and 10% off add-ons, and more. You get discounts every month, and also we choose winners, or I don't know, random people to test out DIY kits from our subscriber group. I'm having a hard time with this. Like this soap nut liquid laundry detergent kit. So some people got to try this kit for free and actually have started posting about it in the Facebook group. So you can see what they thought in the group. And we're here to do this with you. So the next steps to start on your natural DIY cleaning journey are to grab the free guide, subscribe to the recipe box, and join our community of makers. We have a lot of fun, and it's just really great. You feel good about your home. You feel good about what you're using. I learned recently that our brain can't tell the difference between physical stress and emotional stress. And we all only have so much capacity to hold on to stress without feeling overwhelmed or, like emotionally drained and all that. So I've been thinking of different ways to solve small stressors that I can control. So an example of that is being dehydrated is stressful for your body, and that's filling up my capacity to take care of stress. And other small stressors are toxic ingredients in your products, and so making your own natural liquid laundry detergent, safe and effective cleaners is another way to eliminate stress so that you can up your capacity to handle other things. I thought that was really cool. Way to look at it. Oh, so there's my first page. I thought I had a Q&A slide. We'll call this the Q&A slide. So I'll go through your comments and see if I can go and find any questions. Sin is asking, what is the lifespan of Simply Earth essential oils? It depends a little bit on the oils, but most of them are 1 to 4 years after you open the bottle. It's, a great thing about essential oils is that they are quite stable. If you take the lid off, or if you put them in a sunny window, that is going to cause them to evaporate faster and can cause oxidation. So to store them, make sure the lid is on and keep it out of sunlight. This amber glass helps protect it from sunlight, but don't set it on a sunny window or a place that gets a lot of sun. Kentra mentions 50 drops is enough. So I said this cleaning recipe has 50 drops of essential oil. It does have a great smell to it. And I mentioned you can add up to 300 drops if you want, very safely, to make it even stronger smelling. But yeah, feel free to keep it at the 50. Start at 50. Clean a space and decide, do you want it stronger? Is this good? Uh-oh. Okay, so Mimi mentioned that there was another link. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I hope you guys were able to find this video okay. And Nadine says she's definitely getting the liquid laundry detergent kit on the 15th. High five, virtual high five. That's awesome. Let us know how it goes in the group. Any other questions that I can answer? We'll do another live video similar to this next month, and we are going to be making a long-awaited product that I have been getting comments on for years of, can you do this? Can you do this? And we had to get some special ingredients to make it happen. And also I tested, this is years of testing recipes before I came up with something that I really genuinely loved. And so I'm very excited to share with you that next month. So thanks for joining me today. Making your own natural products is a really beautiful thing, and it's a great step towards living a great story with your life of caring for others and caring about the environment. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in our Facebook group and hang out with you there. I love seeing things that you make. It's always so fun. What a fun post that I just saw today was that someone made put activated charcoal in one of our lip balm recipes and went to her son's football game with, I don't know what they're called, but you know, we put this here so that the sun doesn't reflect into your eyes. And that was just so cool. So I love seeing what you guys are up to and what you're making, and I hope to see you there. I will be live again next month on May 15, making that very special, long-awaited recipe. I can't wait to see you then. Bye, guys.